Jesus was eager to share the important Passover meal with his trusted friends and followers, a meal that was all too familiar to Jesus and those disciples, when the Passover lamb would be killed in remembrance of the protection and ultimately the deliverance that God offered to the Israelites who were in captivity. Jesus knew the role that he had come to fulfill in becoming the new Passover lamb. He knew what was before him and how things would be changing. As we read the account of the preparations for the celebration of this important meal, Jesus gave some specific instructions for his followers to carry out. He points to a sign that would have been a cultural, non-traditional role of a man who was collecting water, who provided the location for Jesus and his guests to follow this important tradition. In the Gospel of John, we read that Jesus himself takes on the unconventional role of servant. He washes the feet of his friends. There's nothing normal about how Jesus goes about carrying out his calling. Not a lot is known about his followers before they were invited to join Jesus. A few were fishermen, one was a tax collector, not the elite, not the ruling class. You could even say that they were the ones on the fringes. They were not the ideal candidates to start a revolution. These were, at best, normal people who had struggles, and yet these are the ones who were invited to the table to sit at the Last Supper with Jesus. Judas worried about money and betrayed his friend for a few pieces of silver. Peter, one of Jesus's most trusted, denied him even after Jesus told him that he would deny him, and Peter vehemently disagreed. James and John were self-centered, trying to become Jesus's right-hand leaders, causing resentment among the other disciples. Later on, Thomas is known as the one who doubted, even after spending 3 years witnessing the miracles that Jesus performed. Here is the table that is set before us. It's the gospel. Jesus takes on the punishment that he did not deserve. His sinless life was the sacrifice that allows us to be invited to sit at the table with God as his children. The table is set for those that worry, who say the wrong things, who doubt they're even good enough. The Bible tells us that all are invited to openly declare that Jesus is the Lord and believe in your hearts that God raised him from the dead. That is what is required to take your seat at the table. This Holy Week, we invite you to lay down your worries, your doubt, your selfishness, and denial, and pick up forgiveness and freedom that's found in Jesus.